Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott. Took me so long to get it gonna spread it. Hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. You better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell down my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matt back, looking clean. Dead presents in and I'm alone. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Rub your empty pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over it. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no, I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling no.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Fights off the defender. Derrick Henry all alone. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
No, check, Patriot! Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st down, Allen going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Leopard! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Allen again. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Second down, Mariota. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with Henry. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw for Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Allen now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, it's McCoy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
This give is to McCoy. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To the air, Allen. And that's complete to Croft. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. 23 yards on the play. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now McCoy. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are in for 6. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mariota now. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So a good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing now is Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And this one is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
This is fielded at the 27th. Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. He hits Beasley right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go. 3-19.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen will set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LeSean McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And, by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Mariota. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball, because you're going after him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, blue white team. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Throwing is Mariota. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now Allen. And his pass incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Here's Thomas. Oh, good move. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A first down carry for Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw is Mariota.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota sliding out of the pocket. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. To throw, it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Over the middle here to Brown. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now he's flushed out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On second down, here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To the air, Allen. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A second down throw here for Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Allen. Side is Brown. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Wesley Woodyard able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. To the air again, Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty is McCoy. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Allen now looks to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shreds the tackle. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked picked off by Kayvon Webster. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Mariota on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let... And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. DeAnthony Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Allen. Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
And that's a sight Titan fans hope that they see often throughout his career. Harold Landry out of Boston College. Many thought, including me, that the Titans would select him with their first-round pick. Able to sit there and get him in the 2nd round. Tremendous value for a terrific pass rusher.
It's a guy who led the nation in sacks as a junior, 16 and a half during that year at Boston College. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's able to muscle it here as he pulls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All right,
to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Allen. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. That's complete, right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. Hauschka with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
One. Three.
He's back to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw.